Why does DJI release Osmo Pocket accessories so slowly? That's what we're going to talk about in today's Real Raw Vlog. Alright guys, so today's video is going to be a little different than most videos I do. I'm going to start something new. I'm in Grinnell's Park, which is one of my favorite parks. It's kind of like an enchanted forest, like everywhere you look, it's like all these cool trees. Today we're going to talk about the Osmo Pocket accessories. So before we get into the video, I just want to say I'm going to release a new video every week, sort of like this. Instead of talking in front of a plain white wall, I'm going to go to a new location, walk around, and have like a mini vlog. I'm going to call it Real Raw Vlog, and basically it's going to be real like film and raw like photography. So we're going to see how it goes. If you like it, let me know. If there's ways I could change it up. I thought walking around is going to be a little better, so I'm going to walk down here, just down this path. Oop, watch out, don't want to get run over. This was my favorite park until I got hit. Basically, I started this playlist. I'm going to do a video every week. I think I'm going to do it every Wednesday, but I wasn't able to finish editing the video for this week, so that's why I'm just making this video today. And basically, I'm going to use it to answer a lot of your questions. So one of the questions I keep hearing is, why does DJI release the Osmo Pocket accessories so slowly? Yeah, there's a lot of cars. Doesn't anybody work anymore? I should be talking. But anyway, so the Osmo Pocket, wow, look at these palm trees. Just want to show you guys those palm trees right there. Pretty cool, right? I hate to rub it in, but it's like 85 degrees today, so all the people up north or in cold areas, I do apologize, but you're welcome to visit sunny Florida. All right, so why doesn't DJI just release all the Osmo Pocket accessories at once? Well, basically it comes down to a few things. So this is obviously my opinion. No one knows for sure exactly why DJI releases its products, Osmo Pocket accessories, so slowly. Only they do. But I think I do have a good idea of why they do this, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you examples. So the first reason I believe is that DJI has to have the right material. As an entrepreneur or business owner, you obviously have to make the most amount of profit. So for example, they could have the underwater housing unit, they could have the mic adapter, they could have the portable charging station, and each one of these accessories uses slightly different materials, different ways of making it. So DJI has to maximize its profit. They're a company, they're a business, their job is to make profit, to stay in business. Yes, it would be nice if they just came out with it right away, but they had to find a way to make it both good and to maximize the profit. So I'll give you one example. With the Ronin S, the Ronin S was first announced over a year ago at CES in Las Vegas. And when it was announced, they had a prototype. So people went to Vegas, they got to try it out. So why didn't DJI just release it then? Well, the DJI representative there said that they had to find the right materials, or the materials that would make it maybe a little better, also would maybe cut down on price in terms of being able to produce it on a mass scale. In terms of making a product or an accessory and producing it on a mass scale, you really have to get the materials at a reasonable price that you can do it. So DJI may come out with all these marketing videos, and you may see that they have the underwater housing unit, they have the mic adapter, they have all these different things that you already want, and you're like, hey, why don't you just give it to us? All right, I need to stop. I'm in the shade now. I think I got like a cobweb on my face, spider web or something like that. Anyway, there's people everywhere. I thought I would come and have this whole park to myself, but I guess no one works in Florida. Basically, my point is that once DJI has a prototype, it has to come out with the right materials that will make the product not only good, or the accessory not only good, but that they can make and maximize their profit margin. Now, that leads to my second reason why DJI hasn't released the Osmo Pocket accessories. And the second reason is because if they released them all at once, you may only buy a few of them, the ones you want, and you're not going to want to buy a lot of the others. Obviously, there's some people that will buy all of them, and there's some people who may buy them later, but in general, people tend to buy stuff where there is scarcity. So when you release just a couple at a time, you're probably going to buy them, and then you release a couple more, you're probably going to buy those. So DJI realizes that, hey, if we don't release the portable charging station for the Osmo Pocket, or we don't release the mic adapter, we don't release the underwater housing unit, people are going to want them even more. So we can charge more money, we can wait a little longer to build up the hype, we can do more marketing, people can talk about it more on the internet like I'm doing now, and that will create more of a desire for that accessory or product. So it's basically like marketing 101. I know it's annoying as a customer, but kind of all the tech companies are doing, a lot of camera companies. My first reaction is, I understand the emotional reaction is to be upset at DJI, but then I also look at like a business point of view, and it makes perfect sense. There comes a time when if you wait too long, then you lose the customer loyalty and it just gets ridiculous. So the Ronin S, it came out like 6 months later after they had a prototype, and then another 6 months or so for us, or even right now, we're finally getting the accessories that we want for it. It just took a long time. There is a window span where customer loyalty and a reasonable amount of time is fair for these things to come out. So I do understand that, and I sympathize with everyone who has commented below. I feel like the Osmo Pocket accessories should all be coming out within the next month or so. If they're not out by, I would say, early April, it's a little too long. The crazy thing about this park is that there's a lot of raccoons here that come out during the middle of the day, believe it or not. So you would think raccoons sleep, but if I had food, there would be a bunch of raccoons that come out of these like wooded sections over here, and they would, that's for another day. I'll tell you a story about that later, but we're gonna get to number 3. All right, so my third and last point for why DJI releases Osmo Pocket accessories and other accessories very slowly is because it has to look at the market. If you look at some of its products that have come out before, like the Mavic Air or the Osmo Mobile 2, they released these products because there was competition in the market. So if there's no competition in the market and they're making sales, they don't really have a reason to release a new drone, maybe a new accessory or so forth, because they're already making money, they're making a profit, people are happy with the product. So for example, the Osmo Mobile 2 came out at a much lower price point because there was other stabilizers for cell phones that were around $130, $140. So that's why they came out with the Osmo Mobile 2. And then they also had the Mavic Air. Now the Mavic Air came out because they needed a drone in a 500 to 1,000. Whoa, look at that guy. Look at this lizard. There is all sorts of cool animals around here, all sorts of like lizards, iguanas, of course raccoons. I've seen parakeets and other animals here, so it's pretty cool. So back to my point. So they released the Mavic Air between that $500 and $1,000 price point because they wanted a small drone that was within that price range. And at the time there was the Evo, the Autel Evo drone that was coming out, and DJI said to itself, well, we can't let them take that share of the market, so we have to come up with our own product. So basically what DJI does is it spends a lot of money on research and design, and it has a lot of prototypes, I'm sure, for products, accessories, etc. Sometimes they talk about it and see how the market reacts. So a lot of it is feedback and what people are saying on the internet, and I think they make their decisions based on that. Of course, we don't know for sure, but at the end of the day, a lot of the internet and the hype and so forth creates the buzz and ultimately creates the sales. All this considering is the reason why DJI doesn't release everything at once. I know it's frustrating, but that's the way it is. So every time I release a mini vlog like this on the Real Raw Vlog, I'm gonna also do a fan of the day. So the fan of the day is Stan Cook, the Hawaii cop. Stan's also into photography and drones, so check out his channel. Stan, you're a good guy. Thank you for the support. Now we're coming out of the forest. We're coming back to the park. That's all I got for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down if you want to see a raccoon attack me right now. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Appreciate the support. See you in the next one. Siempre pa'lante, nunca para atrás. By the way, in the comments, let me know if you want me to come back here when the raccoons come out.